There are more than 9,000 lottery retail outlets, including 1,400 Keno locations. Ohio's internet campaign cafes continue despite more restrictive legislation on this front. In a recent web search for the Cleveland area alone, there were 37 internet cafes that were identified, just through a brief search. So this does not represent the entire state, but just to give you a sense. And also, in addition to Ohio-based gambling, there are online opportunities that are increasing daily, and there are also gambling venues in contiguous states that Ohioans continue to visit as well. So gambling is really all around us. We did a statewide survey in 2012 that will actually be refreshing later this year. But our most recent data from 2012 indicates that approximately 1% of Ohioans can be diagnosed with a gambling disorder, and about 4.7% have some level of risk for a gambling problem. We know that young adults are twice as likely to develop a gambling problem, and 1 out of 4 people who struggle with substance use disorders are likely to have a problem with gambling. So again, very pervasive in terms of risk factors. Of people with a gambling disorder, they're more likely to have attempted suicide, and they're 10 times more likely to be involved in domestic violence. Our field, Mental Health and Addiction Services, has been working to expand awareness, prevention activities, and treatment where necessary in order to help address individuals who present with gambling-related challenges. Many people don't realize that when you risk anything of value, you are gambling. They don't recognize that playing bingo is gambling, they don't realize that lottery tickets are gambling, and for some individuals this could become a very slippery slope, and we want to make sure that we remain vigilant as a community to look out for risk factors for people around us and to help connect people with intervention as appropriate. This campaign that we're launching today is intended to improve the understanding of what problem gambling looks like and how friends and family can assist individuals who may be experiencing some difficulty in this area. The campaign is sponsored by Ohioans for Responsible Gambling, which is a partnership between our department of Mental Health and Addiction Services, as well as the Casino Control Commission, the Ohio Lottery Commission, and the Ohio Racing Commission. We want to thank our partners and all of our guests from the behavioral health field and from the press today. I think that we are going to continue to work in partnership as we support these efforts over the next few years. Funding support from the Casino Control Commission and the Lottery Commission have allowed us to build a program that's going to be able to reach into neighborhoods in different ways. You'll be seeing billboards and print ads, we'll be active on social media, and you'll be hearing radio spots. Down the road, you will see pieces of our materials on television as well. The message is be the 95%. We want people to understand what the risk factors look like and what the signs are and how to connect individuals with assistance if they need assistance in this area. You'll be hearing more about the campaign-related resources, but first we wanted to help demonstrate that this is a reality for Ohioans today, and we have a woman who is willing to share her personal story. And so I want to recognize her courage in doing so first and foremost, and I would like to turn the podium over to Janet Mom.